realized I had not gone live today. It is officially Father's Day 2022. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and all the families that are celebrating. It's also Juneteenth. And on that note, my family went out to a Juneteenth celebration this morning and we were out there for a little while. Woke up a little bit later. Yesterday, Brandon was doing that whole project of replacing the attic stairs, so he was tired and slept in a little late. Monica slept in, so everybody was kind of on that same schedule, except me. I woke up early. And now we're at the pool, so I want to show y'all. Monica has impressed me. I thought she was going to be nervous about the pool. Rewind right quick. It's Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. And right now, we are spending Father's Day over with family. It's been a whole long family day. This is a good thing. But Monica's in the pool with her daddy, and she's doing well. She's doing really well.
Just like it when we're watching the dinosaurs and the one come with the water. You remember that?
Swimming. I've been impressed with her. Like I said, she's doing well in the pool. For this to be literally her first time getting in the water, her first time deciding that she wanted to touch the water. In the past, we went to the beach. She didn't want to touch the sand. She didn't want to touch the water. She didn't want to step in the ocean. None of that. So I didn't know what to expect today. But that's the cool thing about like kids and having a toddler and them growing up, is you get to experience a lot of firsts with them. And this being our first child anyway. But she's done good. And I just tried to step back because mommy was still tired and sore from working out, so I was not getting in the pool. But uh-oh, they get in her eyes.
She decided to move and the water splashed her.
Uh, so she's been doing really well. Dealing with the chlorine too, I didn't know how she would process that, but she hasn't been. Hey y'all, she hasn't been nervous about it. She hasn't really screamed. She's gotten some in her eye, and she's kept it pushing. So, one thing that we had talked about initially with Monica, we were going to do swim classes at 6 months. I think the classes here might have even started at 3 months, but again, it was COVID because Monica was 3 months old. She was right at 6 months old when everything happened March of 2020. So we weren't able to do like her daycare shut down. We weren't able to do swim classes, and then just the back and forth of what's allowed, what's not, COVID protocols. She never got to start swim classes. So now that she is almost 3, definitely want to do that because here in Louisiana, with everything that goes on, knowing that we live in a city that is in a bowl, um, and water inundation is real. Like, wanted to make sure she knows how to swim. I think that's something that's important. And in a lot of conversations that I've been in, folks are talking about how, yes, there should be mandatory swimming classes. Believe it or not, when I was at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, I was in one of those like few final classes where they required that we take a swimming class, and we had to know basic treading water, like basic kind of like self life saving kind of procedure to be able to graduate. They have since done away with that policy. I think whenever I was in grad school, they kind of what's the word? They said that was antiquated, but I believe if urban legend or story serves me correctly, that was the case because one of the former chancellors had a child who drowned. And when he was as chancellor of the university, he said it was very important to him to make sure that any graduate of that university knew how to swim. So it's also been cool on Father's Day to see Monica learning how to swim with her daddy. And she's still being Monica, very vocal, very determined to swim. You're doing it. Yes, you are swimming. Are you a mermaid, Monica? Oh, awesome. So I came out earlier and took a lot of pictures and that kind of thing. And she's been telling us the whole time she's a mermaid. So I'm sure we will be watching Moana.
Kick, 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 kick. That's the wall. That's the wall. All right. Turn around. Turn around.
Hi, listen to Daddy.
Kick it. Kick. Kick, girl. What? What, girl? What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to float?
Good job. Lay back.
Lay back. I know. You ain't water in the ear.
And now y'all are seeing what I said happened when I tried to wash Monica's hair. When we initially would try to wash her hair in the bathtub, she wanted no part of it. None. And she still does not like water to get in her ear. So, again, I'm still very impressed with how well she has done in the pool because she don't like water in her ear. She doesn't like water to touch her ears, even the outer part of her ear. When I'm washing her hair, if shampoo gets in this little crevice of her ear, it's a problem. So, hold on, let me show y'all what they're doing. Let's see. You having fun? Are y'all trying to splash me? Okay. So it's been nice to watch this too because it's Father's Day and my husband's like super dad, so they're having a good time. But I hope y'all have had a good Father's Day. I ain't gonna stay out here much longer because I want to sit down. Maybe I'll just sit down and put my feet in order. With leg day, that was kind of hard to do because I was hurting. Oh, yeah. Jesus. So it's nice to get to just watch a dad be a dad and a daddy's girl be a daddy's girl. And they've been out here for at least a good 15, 20 minutes, probably going on a half hour already. So I don't know how long we're about to be out here today because they are seeming as if they are not getting out anytime soon. As you can see, starting to glisten like I'm doing a workout. It's hot out here. Tomorrow will be another chill day, Juneteenth. My husband and I both, rare occasion, will be off for the holiday, so I will check in with y'all. I know we're going to Costco tomorrow because I, whew, sweat, want some ceiling fans. And Costco has a deal right now on these 52-inch black Hunter ceiling fans. I don't know if they're indoor, outdoor, but I believe they're at least indoor. Sometimes different models will be indoor, outdoor, or outdoor. And I would like to get them for our living room possibly, but at least one other. I'm not sure when that sale goes out, but I'll circle back and let y'all know. This girl is splashing up the storm. And that's so precious to me because I remember, for my folks in North Carolina, I remember growing up and going to Cardinal Lake when I was very young, like young, probably even like 5, 6. Like we've been going to Cardinal Lake for forever. I believe there was a campaign to reopen Cardinal Lake. Cardinal Lake being up in, I don't know if it's officially in Aberdeen city limits or Pinehurst, but in that region in Southern Pines in North Carolina, that was where my family often would go if we didn't go to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. So I mentioned that because I remember being young, learning how to swim with my dad, with my uncles. So I think about stuff like that even for Father's Day because that's one of the times we would go. Juneteenth, 4th of July, family celebrations. Cardinal Lake was a place that was near and dear to our hearts and where we spent a lot of family time together. So when I heard, I drove by it once when I was coming back in North Carolina. I think I had just been rerouted that way, but when I realized it was closed, that was sad to me. That really did hurt my heart. But when I heard that there was a campaign to reopen it, I was optimistic and that made me smile. So hopefully maybe even one day we'll make it back there to get to take Monica and life will get to come full circle in another interesting little way. But I have been on here for a minute. I'm not going to go too long. Let y'all see them one more time.
Kick, 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 kick.
Good job, Monica.
Kick, 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 kick.
We may have a little swimmer on our hands. Who knows? But last but not least, this is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. I truly believe God has given us all gifts and talents that can fix some problem that exists in the world. And while we may not be able to fix everything, I want to remind and encourage you to remember that we can all fix something. So till next time, I pray you would find that thing and fix it. And remember, dry drowning is a thing. So watch your kids, pay attention to them, observe them after they've been out of pool, because I know I will. But happy Father's Day, y'all. And I hope that 2022 has been a good Father's Day for you all. And I'll check back in tomorrow. Probably earlier in the day tomorrow. Bye, y'all.